Hello, screenwriters, and welcome to Writing for Screens, the screenwriting step-by-step project. My name is Glenn Gers, and I come to you every Monday through Friday, if I can make it, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to let you look over my shoulder, share my screen as I write a script. And I am doing this to demystify the process, because I think the process is the part of screenwriting that is under-taught. Doesn't matter how great your theory is for your script, no matter how great your idea is, if you cannot do the process of getting your thoughts onto the page in script form, nothing else matters. So therefore, I think the most important thing about screenwriting is writing the script. Just any script, doesn't matter what kind. And so I want to let you watch how I do it, in case that will give you some tips, techniques, things that you can try when you face the blank page. It is not the only way to do it. It's not the best way to do it. It's just the way that I figured out for myself in a 25-year career writing for TV and movies. When I started out, there really wasn't much in the way of how to write scripts, so I had to work it out for myself. And as I was doing that, I thought, actually this might be helpful. So that's what I'm doing, showing you how I learned to do it, in case there's just some little thing I do that you can use when you do yours. Everybody does it their own way. Do whatever is good for you. If this doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. Also, you do not have to watch all of these. Please, 198 hours, you're not going to learn 198 times as much. The basic things I have to teach you are actually here on my channel. In the first 3 sections, screenwriting essentials, screenwriting tools, skills, and craft, and the process, being a writer. These 3 sections, the little thumbnails, have just a name, just a word. Use what you have: dramatic action, genre, flashbacks. I'm trying to take on the topics that I think are useful and give you a little 10-minute recipe, a summary, a pile of tools that you can use. There's no great overarching system. It's just these are things I think are helpful. And so that's what I'm showing you. Hi, Natasha. Hello, Jonathan. And Maritoso. So what we are doing today is, I spent last week, I recognized that there was a section of the script, a subplot that wasn't working. And I figured out the solution. It just sort of came to me one day when I was not planning to, that these people who I had always on Zoom calls, I should figure out a way that they actually show up physically in the place where the action's happening. I went through and outlined that. I spent last week figuring out the outline of that. Can you hear everything? Okay. Anyway. So I figured out the outline, and now it is time to write the rough drafts of these things that I came up with. Like these scenes in the outline that I have put in light blue so that I can recognize them. So I can say, oh, these are things I haven't written yet. I need to go through this outline now and put in these new scenes. So that's the task. Oh my God, Tavana, you made it. I hope you are getting enough sleep. If not, do not stay up and watch this. Go to bed. Hello, Butte. All right. All right. So, can you guys hear me all right, by the way? I got a little message on my screen here that said system audio muted, and I unmuted it. I don't even know what I did, so I just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay. So let's get back to the text. Haven't looked at the text in quite a while. And so I'm going to mute it again, see what happens. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Matthew. Good to see all of you. Yay, thank you. Glad to hear that. Okay, great. You can hear me. I am accomplishing the mission. That is the first thing. Thank you. The first thing that we need to do Just like the first thing you need to do when you are writing is you've got to get the basics down. And the basics of live streaming are that you can see me and hear me. Okay. Oh, thank you. This is very reassuring. Well, thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. It's not for me to say that somebody should spend 200 hours listening to me. Not something I can comfortably advocate for. However, I do think probably I say something worthwhile in most of these hours. So take them, leave them, see how you feel. All right. So let me just, I'm going to try and get myself over here, get the outline. Hold on. Okay. So the first scene that needs drastic rewriting is actually not until the middle of the script. It's actually quite a ways away. Okay. So McLean, yeah, this is all late. All right. Just finding my place here. Wow, this is quite a ways in. Yes, okay, so after, there we go. After we get to this scene, the Norman and Madeline make love at dawn. Who would have thought I would have written that? We got Dundosky. Now, no, this is, oops, I forgot. No longer arriving back in. Oh, okay. So, right. So here's the thing. Currently, I have Dundosky getting out of his van, and so all of this is going to go away. And happen later. I'm just moving this bit with Dundosky where he does some yoga. That's now after the Shrimpton scene. Okay, Shrimpton. Okay, there we go. That's where it's going to happen. Okay. So, so this is no longer a high-end gym. Thank you to Scott Mccloud. Books recommendation. Oh yeah. If you're working on a graphic novel, I really do believe that you should not read Scott Mccloud's books. The first one is Understanding Comics, and then there's I believe Making Comics and Reinventing Comics, or something like that. There's 3 of them. But the first one, especially, Understanding Comics, just really interesting. If you're trying to understand the basic philosophy of comics, like what makes the art form of comics different from any other art form that it uses. Comics, like screen stuff, is kind of a mix of several art forms, and so you need to figure out what it is. That, like, how is it uniquely itself? And it's valuable to think about what is it, especially now that screen entertainment has transformed a bit, and it's actually no longer just this thing you go to the movie theater for. To think about what defines storytelling on a screen. It's worthwhile if you're writing for screens that you think about that. It's just my thought. That's just my thought. Anyway, you are welcome, Jenny. I am really glad. Okay, so it says interior train station, early morning. Yeah, morning. In general, if at all possible, keep these slug lines simple, like your time. Unless it matters, like it's 10:45 a.m. and the next scene is 10:38 a.m. or whatever it is. Just say morning, day, night, morning, evening. Keep it really simple. All right. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to preserve what I can of this scene because a lot of it is good. So let's see. Yes. I think every good writer will run into this, Stavana. She's saying, have you ever written something that you are shy about? For instance, I'm writing a scene with intimacy in it. I feel like I'm simultaneously invading someone's privacy or making the reader squirm. Yes, this is a huge problem. When you write about intimacy, when you write about anything, you are partly revealing things about yourself. Sometimes people just take for granted, oh, everyone thinks this is sexy, or everyone thinks this is, interesting. And when you write about something like that, ideally you become conscious that everyone is different about those things. And the question is, what do you feel willing to make your stand about, to take your chance on? Because and this is really the basic problem of art. What's interesting is where we get embarrassed, where we get shy, as Tavana says. Some people will feel absolutely fine about making a political statement, but not want to talk about, people undressing. Other people, other way around. So the thing I think that's important to do is to remember that all artistic work is revealing, embarrassing, and you want it to be something that you take your chance on, that you say, I am going to do this, and it doesn't have to be authentically yours. You can imagine, or you can borrow someone else's form of intimacy or form of whatever, and say, I'm going to use that for this. You kind of want to watch out for cliches. That's my main thought. Some people, they count on the cliches. They're like, this makes me shy, so I'm going to count on something that is cliched. And you'll say like, they begin to touch and the camera pans to look out at the clouds, that kind of thing. If you want to do that, that's fine. I would say, think about what you would like to see. That's the way I look at it. Think about what you as an audience would want. And then, truthfully, as Natasha says, isn't it good to make the reader squirm? Yes, it is. You want them to feel. You want them to imagine and to, I actually had, in a couple of things that I wrote, I've had people on the crew or something say, I actually kind of blushed reading that. Okay, and that's good. That's good. Well, that was kind of the point. The point was to shake up the cliche and not do it in a cliche way. Sometimes that means shaking it up by being very discreet or symbolic or whatever is comfortable for you. I really think the point is there is not a right or wrong rule about that. For a while, there was sort of compulsory sex scene in a lot of post 1960s movies, and then it sort of got tired. And the truth is, you should think about what kind of connection is strong or evocative of the characters. You don't have to tell your own secrets. You can make it up for someone else. That's my feeling, is that you are invading their privacy, but that's because they're characters and you are invading their privacy all the time. What you're trying to do is imagine something that you believe will be emotionally stirring to other people. That could be sexy, or that could just be romantic, or it could be tender and sad, or it could be whatever it is you think. Explore it. Try and make sort of mental notes on how, when you see that on a screen, what you like about what they did. And think about that and do your version of those things. I have written things that I've been shy about. I often do. I'm shy about a lot of things. So yeah. It's a funny business we are in. But all I would say is, if you are thinking that, you're actually doing the right thing. You should be thinking about it. Think about how you want to do it, what part that plays, what is the meaning, what is the place of it in your story. Hello, Donna. Okay, so right now I'm just doing a bunch of I'm just trying to do some mechanical stuff as I okay, this is actually not right. This is going to be somewhere else. Okay, so yeah, what I have to do is imagine this scene. Actually, hey Maria, you made it out of your 3 o'clock meeting early. Yay! Hello, Maria. Glad you are here. Yeah, Natasha's got the right attitude. I write what I want to see people go through privately, and it can stir people emotionally. Do it. That is right. Feel free. Also, here's the other thing about writing stuff. Try it. You can always just delete it. You can always just take it and change it. It's fine. You don't have to show it to anyone to first try it and explore. Go wild and then step away for a week or two and come back and look at it and go, that's too much, or that's not enough. Anyway, what I'm trying to think of is, okay, so the thing that we've got in this scene is Billy is going to, first he's on the phone making an excuse to his office, and then he is going to flirt with Billy. McLean is going to flirt with Billy. So the question I have is, I'm trying to conceive of how this scene plays out best. For instance, it could be on the train, as in McLean is sitting in a seat and Billy comes and sits in the seats opposite. It's some of those facing seats. But the awkward thing about that is that then Billy actually has to get up and walk away from him, which is kind of harsh, but maybe not a bad thing. The alternative is that it's at the train station waiting to go onto the train. So it kind of makes sense that it's not quite as much of a, oh yeah, I was going to sit here, but now I'm not. I'm not sure how I want this to go. Let's see. You know, let's do it. Let's make it the train. Settling into his settling into a seat as McLean stows his carry-on and overhand and settles into it. Always try and have your verbs be present tense and active instead of is stowing, stows, if at all possible. All right. Okay. So, you know what? I'm wrong. McLean is in a window seat talking on there, look at that. Even simpler. Hello, Studio Saskia. Eat some for me, Mike. I envy you. Oh, man, now I want nachos. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, almost 102. Woke up. Oh, God. Very sick. No, yeah, I called it. Yeah. All right. Already called it in. They already called it in. Z-Pack. Pharmacy is delivering it. Called it into the pharmacy. thinks it's, let's say what, see, he's lying. He's lying to, should he, or should it be more of a, yeah, I'm not going to make it, because of COVID, I don't want to make it a respiratory disease. That's what I say. No, I was. Throwing up all night. No, throwing up all night. That octopus. No, throwing up all night. Yeah. No. Throwing up all night. No. You know. No, seriously. Oh, come on. You know me. I work hungover all the time. This is different. Octopus. I think it was the octopus. Did you ever eaten octopus? Don't eat octopus. Eat octopus. Praying to the porcelain god. You know. During this oh, stop that. Okay. During this, Billy, 20s and gorgeous. All right. Have a seat. Okay, so during this, so I should be, yeah, tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. If I'm not dead, I'm not dead. When do I? Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your first name, Joao. Well, but you are more than welcome. Call me Glenn. I am very glad to have you here. I am very glad to have you introduce yourself. We have not met before. It is lovely to have you here. Yep, tomorrow. Tell Brian to cover the wind west account. Yep, tomorrow if I'm not dead. Tell Brian to. Let's see. Billy. Eavesdropping. Okay. We knew that. Thank you, Natasha, for keeping us honest. Yeah, no, obviously, invading privacy is only delicious when it's fictional privacy, when it's the privacy of fictional people. Real people, stay straight with them. Be honest and truthful and do not invade privacy. Okay. Okay. Hi, Jean. Yes, yes. The ability to the way that people now have private conversations in public places is definitely changing the quality of storytelling. Did I say hi, Jean? Hi. Yes, Sandman cometh, goeth. Speaking of which, I believe that there's a Neil Gaiman graphic novel called Sandman, which I've heard is really good. Have a good night, Tavana. Um, oops. What's this? To Pittsburgh, Youngstown, and Columbus. Doors will be closing. Okay. clean. Hello, welcome, Cyrus Avery. Glad to see you. I hope you enjoyed the movie. Hi, Di. What I'm doing here is I'm just trying to rough in a new scene for McLean. Instead of him being at the gym, he's on a train. All right. Hi, Larry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. A movie. Okay. I'm probably going to try and fix it. This is getting a little long for this, but all right. Okay. All right. Text. One of the things, you don't want to have this be so fast that it's like not convincing, but at the same time, you just don't want to be like watching a whole conversation. The only reason that this conversation is interesting is because McLean's listening to it. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Well, for the moment, I'm just going to leave the dialogue like that. Sick day. I'm feeling better already. I'm feeling better. Da. The appreciating the Hello, Alexander. In Wales. That's cool. And novelist translator, also cool. As everyone knows, I am a big fan of not getting stuck in screenwriting genres or form. Feel free to. We should learn from novelists. Novelists should learn from us. Hello in Wales, which means it's late at night. Why are you guys up? All right. So I am rough drafting a new version of the scene where McLean flirts with this guy named Billy and then scares him off by being too detective-y. Okay, so is McLean in shorts? It's so late. Hello, Jared. Hello, Alexander. Hello, everybody. We are, unfortunately, you guys are arriving, which late at night for some of you in Wales. Just as I am getting to the end of this session, but I'm very glad you are here. It is delightful. I am trying to rough in, like I'm taking this scene that was in a gym, and I am trying to change it to being a train. So the point is, I had McLean noticing knee surgery scar on Billy, but that only works if Billy's wearing shorts. So the question is, do I rethink the clues that he's watching, or do I just have Billy be in shorts? Wearing yes. No, I didn't want you to feel abandoned when I close this thing down in about 5-10 minutes. All right. All right. Yeah, I gave him shorts. That'll do it. Okay. Bike. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. So we did it. I got a rough rewrite of that scene. One down, many to go. But that's something. That's something. Hold on. Oh, yeah. All right. Yep. Boom. All right. Look at that. One down. One down. Half a dozen to go. But you know what? A little bit at a time. Got some stuff going. Not bad. It's still a rough draft. But rough is better than blank. that is the thing. As Mike has said the other day, you can't edit a blank page. Always get something down, and then you can make it prettier, make it shorter, faster, sharper, all those things that we like. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to try and make it tomorrow. I may be either late or not at all, but I think I can make it. I think I can do it. Okay, see ya either tomorrow or the next day. Go write something.